Today we're going to talk about a question that we've just received about student allowances, which is quite appropriate given the time of the year. I'm currently studying at university and I have a student loan. I'm receiving a student allowance plus income from a part-time job and dividends from shares that I've invested in. I've not declared the extra income I earn as I'm afraid my student allowance will be cancelled. Help. Well, the rule of thumb is that you're allowed to earn $180 per week before tax over and above your student allowance before they start cutting back your allowance. And so what happens is that everything that you earn over and above that $180, then they will start, so let's say you earned $10 over the $180 that you're allowed to earn extra, they'll take that $10 off the allowance that they actually give you. So it's the more that you earn over the $180, the more they take off your student allowance. Okay? So for a lot of people they'll say, well, I don't really want to declare that because then I lose some of my student allowance. The challenge with that is that effectively is fraud from the government's perspective because you're not actually entitled to that money. And we live in a day and age today where a lot of government departments are talking to each other through the technology they have because they keep quite sophisticated data on you, on those various government departments. So you don't want to be in a situation in the future where they come back to you and say, well, actually we've found out that you've earned this amount of income while you're a student, and so therefore you weren't entitled to that student allowance. Because then they can come back to you and say, well, A, you've got to pay it back, and B, they might say, well, because you did commit fraud and you shouldn't have taken that money, they may actually charge you penalties on top of that as well. And the other thing to remember, that this is what often the IRD will do, is they'll say, well, we'll charge you those penalties per annum compounding. So the longer it takes to find them, sometimes the larger that those penalties can be in some circumstances. So the bottom line is that if you're earning any income over and above your student allowance, declare it. Okay, so that's income from boarders, from rental properties, from part-time jobs, from any investment income that you receive. Pretty much anything that you receive you should declare just to be on the safe side. Don't put your head in the sand and hope that they're not going to find out, because if they do, all your nightmares have come at once. So it's just about being honest, declare everything, and then you won't have any worries.